Welcome back to the channel. In yesterday's video, I mentioned that there were a lot of games on sale in the eShop currently, and that throughout the next few days, I'd be covering a lot of the highlights from the sale. I already talked about quite a few awesome deals, but one thing you can't sleep on is the Nintendo published titles, be it first party or third party games on sale. It can be an extremely uncommon occurrence, so it's noteworthy when they do go on sale. On the eShop currently, Nintendo has some games from their catalog on sale, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. So hang on, make sure to subscribe to the channel so I tell you about some awesome Nintendo Switch eShop deals. The first game I have on today's list is Super Mario Party. This was the first Mario Party game on the Switch. There's over 80 mini-games in this one that make use of the Joy-Cons. Do note that Joy-Cons are required for use in this game. There's online multiplayer that they added long after release, so you can play this online, be it the board game proper or mini-games. That's pretty nice. I kinda prefer Superstars myself, but lots like this one too, and it has sold tremendously. This is the first time it's been on sale in the eShop since about a year ago, so if you're interested in picking this up, it is on sale for $41.99 until the 8th. Clubhouse Games, 51 Worldwide Classics, has always been a game that I can recommend to anyone, mainly because there's just so many different games in it, so there's something here for everyone in this collection. Yes, there's card games and board games, but there's some interesting additional stuff like toy baseball and bowling. If you own the game, others can play with you on the Switch in local mode by downloading the Guest Pass. Of course, there's online play for nearly all the games too. It's a nice, well done collection, and one I regularly go back to. You can pick it up for $27.99 on the eShop sale until the 8th. Arguably, the biggest highlights from the sale is the Hyrule Warriors games being on sale. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity allows the player to go back in time 100 years ago to see what happens firsthand in the story. It acts as a sort of prequel to the Breath of the Wild game. It is a Warriors game. It uses the engine, of course, but it definitely feels like an extension of Breath of the Wild. You will see a lot of familiar stuff if you played that game before, like weapons and enemies, and other things. If you never played a Warriors game before, this is a good one to jump into, especially if you like the Breath of the Wild or Zelda stuff, because it basically feels like an action Zelda game. Just no dungeons, of course. The only problem I had with it was I was not a fan of the frame rate, which can be quite low at times. Still, it never distracted me away from the game, especially with all the fun missions and characters to use. There's quite a lot to unlock in this game. The game itself is on sale for $41.99, but there's also the Expansion Pass. The Expansion Pass adds additional content, like new characters and missions, among other things. You can pick that up for $13.99, or just get it all together for $55.98. Up to you. Either way, it's a packed game, and one that will take you quite a few hours to get through everything. Speaking of packed games, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition is massive. As its name suggests, it is a definitive edition, as it includes special content from both versions of previous releases and all the DLC stuffs. You're able to control many characters from various points in the Legend of Zelda franchise, like Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time. It is a massive game with loads of modes, stuff to do, and characters to use. To complete and max everything, it will take you an incredibly long time to do. It's on sale for $41.99, which is its first eShop sale in a year. While I have a moment, just a reminder, make sure to check out yesterday's video covering some super sweet deals where nearly everyone is on sale for its lowest price ever. I'll leave a link to that in the comments and at the end of this video. The last time Snipperclips was on sale was 1.5 years ago. That's a long time. In Snipperclips, you take control of snip and clip as you try to overcome puzzles. As the name suggests, you need to snip and clip your way through to solve these solutions. Of course, you can play it solo, but it's a lot more fun when you can team up with someone. It's a good game that I feel a few have forgotten about. There's the main game. It's on sale for $13.99, but there's a DLC expansion that adds new games and puzzles. If you want to get both, just get the Plus edition. and you'll save an additional $1. Here's one that you may not know that Nintendo published themselves on the Switch. If you like games like Moving Out, then you might want to check out Good Job. In Good Job, you're tasked with solving puzzles at your office. Now what's really intriguing is that there's multiple ways to solve these problems. For example, need to move an object somewhere? Well, you could push it through the doorway, or just slingshot it through multiple walls. You could probably see where I'm going with this. It can make for a funny, chaotic experience. The only thing that I'm a little disappointed in is there's no online co-op, only local in this one. It would have been awesome to include that. Check this one out if you want to have a few laughs. It's $13.99 on the eShop until the 8th. So while up to this point, every game gets a recommendation from me, this next one published by Nintendo, yeah, it's a maybe from me. Go Vacation on the Switch is an updated version of the Wii game. It has 50 mini-games based around sports activities across 4 resorts. I will say this is a far better version than the Wii game was. The controls here are much better, but the game does kinda show its age a little bit. Beyond updated controls and textures, it is pretty much the same game as it was. It's a game for the younger crowd, or for parents to enjoy with their young ones. Again, it's an HD port of a Wii game that was kinda pretty simple. I kinda wish this was cheaper. I still think $35 is a bit high, but if you want it, it is on sale. Let me be very clear, under no circumstances should you waste your money on 1-2 Switch. Yes, it's on sale. It's $35, but unless you're some Nintendo first-party completionist, it really is a waste of your money to spend your hard-earned bucks on this. There's much better multiplayer experiences on the Switch, and don't waste your time and money on this overpriced and lackluster game. And there you go, that's the Nintendo published titles on sale currently. Nintendo is apparently calling this a multiplayer sale. Of course, there's lots of other games on sale, so if you haven't yet done so, make sure to check out yesterday's video. Also expect a video tomorrow as well. Hint hint, it's going to be some super cheap games. As always, let me know in the comments if you plan on picking up any games on sale. I also have a question for ya. What game or games are you looking forward to the most for them to be on sale? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on so you never miss a single video. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.